back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Grille, the Tier 5 German SPG. This one's located on the northeast spawn of Province, and it's under the command of Port Hugh. Yes, I'm afraid this is one of my replays again. You're looking at my 2 marked Grille, and it's got a 15cm howitzer capable of 480 alpha and penetrating 38mm of armour. It's also very accurate, it's got a very high trajectory, which makes this very good at shooting at targets which are hiding behind rocks. Well, you can see the first target I'm aiming at on this map is to go to those little trestles or barriers that have been constructed there at the bottom of that path, because that's where the enemy's going to come up if they're going to be going up the east side of the map. We see those destroyed, and there's the first one. There's the second one, so somebody just moved up there. I fired around in and get a direct hit on the T-14 because I can see him. I couldn't see who was going up in front of them. Anyway, we've got an M10 RBFM coming up as well. But I'm ignoring him because instead I'm going to go for the Churchill 3. I'm almost loaded. Okay, we're loaded. Rounds out. And another direct hit, this time on the Churchill 3 for 202. I can't see them once they've gone past a certain point, because obviously you lose sight of objects after they become unsighted. But we do know there's a Wolverine over on the other side of the map, and he's actually hiding behind that house at the moment. So I'm just going to see if I can land a shell in that direction. Well, it did go close to the corner, but it wasn't close enough to actually get a hit. And what the hell is that leopard doing? The Wolverine is still there, and he did lose some hit points, so maybe he did get hit by my shell. But that leopard's gone down into a spot where he shouldn't really go. And if he stayed in that area, he probably got hit. The Wolverine's moved around the corner now. I'm ignoring there's a huge number of enemy tanks right down at the south, and I suddenly noticed that and thought to myself, well, I'm missing a huge target here because they're all bunched together. So I'm having to dial in, and there's an M10 RBFM. They're priority targets, mainly because they're very thin armour, but also because they have a wicked fire rate, and you need to take those tanks out of the game as quickly as you can, because otherwise they can do damage. Because I'm actually at the edge of the arc as well, I've got a major problem, because every time I re-aim, I'm getting massive reticule bloom. I'm dialing in on the Excelsior, fire a round out at him, and get a direct hit again. 148 this time. You see the M10 just in the background. I'm staying with the Excelsior for the moment, but nope, change my mind, go for the M10. Now he's probably going to be using his gun depression. I'm hoping if he stays still long enough. I fired blind and didn't get that. Now Excelsior, see if I can get a kill shot. He's on fire. I get another reticule bloom, which is not good. I suddenly see the Chi-Nu up on the heights. Now I know where he's headed. He's headed down to the bushes. So I'm aiming in on the bushes area, hoping that he's going to sit himself next to that bush there. And I got a kill. Yep, near miss on the Chi-Nu. Or was it the Chi-Nu, sorry. And he's out the game. Okay, Excelsior's next. Almost fully dialed in. And well, I'm fully dialed in, but oh, look at that. Cheated of a kill there. Would have got that one. Okay, next target's going to be the Churchill 3, who's sitting on that corner. And I suddenly noticed there's an enemy tank very, very close to me indeed. Very close. The KV-1 came up by the other route, and well, I came out of the aim view after I fired that. I clicked the mouse button way too hard. I can see the SU-122 is actually set up behind me, and he hasn't got the standard 150mm howitzer, he's got the 122, which means he's got a better fire rate but less damage. I'm going back to that Churchill because the KV-1 has gone out of my radius of fire, and I get a direct hit on the Churchill 1, who was unspotted at the time, but he suddenly became spotted when one of our teammates spotted him. The KV-1's come back up again, would you believe it? Glutton for punishment. Rounds out in that corner again. Well, if he stayed there, he would have got splashed by that shell. The T-14's moved up under cover. Can't see that guy now. What's going on down here? Okay, I see the SU-85 over on the other side of the map. He's facing off against our Chaffee, our T-67, and the Panzer IV. I'm going to see if I can drop a round in there to upset them. I come out of aim view just after I fire, but I did get some stun on the IKV 103. The 85 SU-85's moved position, and that actually could be bad for him, because if I do get around on him, it could be expensive for him. Except, of course, he's moving about quite a lot. He's trying to throw me off. Rounds out. Okay, I'm firing on that spot, and he's out the game. Yep, he gave himself away because he was rocking backwards and forwards on the same spot. Just made it slightly easier for me to hit him. Okay, we've got an OI experimental. I'm going to try and put a round into him. Rounds out. And another kill. So that's 3 now. Okay, KV1. Well, he's gone. That's, I think, the same KV1 that came up the last time. Taken out by the SU-122. Which is surprising considering the howitzer he was using. I go for the Churchill 3 and splash kill him. So I've got 4 kills now. And the KV1 is actually, suddenly out of nowhere, I suddenly realised, oh my god, the KV1 is really close to us. Really close. So I'm lining up for a direct shot. And I don't know where that one went at all. But I came out of aim view just as I fired. Now I backed up a bit, auto-aimed onto the target. He's coming towards us. And I'm not too confident about staying alive in this game now. So I'm auto-aimed on. He's into the bushes area and I shotgun him. And that's him out of the game. But I have to change position just in case I was spotted, and I wasn't. The bushes actually did save me. So I've changed position, gone the other side of the rock. Okay, so we do have an advantage over the enemy. We've got 2 tanks up on them. As far as we know, there is an enemy tank sitting behind this house. It's a T-14. I'm going to lay a round in just in case there's somebody there. It landed right on the corner. So some splash would have gone to the T-14. Up on this corner, we're looking for an M10 RBFM, the same one that we saw earlier in the game. I'm going to see if I can land a shell next to the wreck of the Chinook, hoping that he's actually using the wreck for cover. Logically, that's how he should be operating. In fact, the T-14's been spotted again. In fact, he's directly behind the house and probably wasn't affected by my shot. Now, the M10 has actually changed position. He's come close, but he's actually vulnerable. And that's the shot from the SU-122. Rounds out from my shot. Lands short. I wasn't fully dialed in. That was a bad shot, considering. But they come around the corner, and now the Churchill 1 is actually engaging the M10, and he's gone down. I'm going to try and hit that T-14, help the Churchill 1. Rounds out. Oh, I come out of aim view again. But I did get some damage on the T-14, and he was promptly killed by the Churchill 1. Thanks. And the Churchill 1 says thanks. That's my 5th kill. So I am on for a Top Gun if we can find the last enemy, which is a Grille. It's the same vehicle as myself. Now, I can't hit the normal area where the Arty would normally go because it's outside my range, so I have to get closer. Plus, of course, it appears that most of my teammates are on this side of the map. There's nobody on the other side at all. So if I'm going to find that enemy Arty, I'm going to have to go down there and dig him out myself, probably shotgun him. I should have, at this point in the game, in fact, if I stop for a moment to have a quick look, somebody clicked this bush and indicated that's where he might be, so I'm dialing in. I'm going to put a round into that corner. Rounds out. Nope, nobody there. That doesn't appear to be anyone else. I'm not seeing any tracer. Okay, I'm on the move again. Yeah, so if I'm going to get a Top Gun, I should have actually said mine, 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 and said, look, let me have the last kill. It is an Arty, and I can get a Top Gun. I am accurate enough to do that, but as I'm cutting across the map at the moment, I'm thinking to myself that maybe the little Arty is somewhere on the lower level. He might see me. I'm hoping that he's going to get spotted. Somebody's indicating the southeast corner of the map, but I'm headed towards the enemy Arty area, hoping he's up there. And they found him. He is actually up on top of the hill, and he's just got hit by one of my teammates. I think it was the M4A1. I'm dialing in, and before I get a chance to shoot, he gets killed by the Chaffee on our team from way over on our side of the map, the other side of the map. So no Top Gun. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker for 4Q in the Grille. I managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. I got 5, one short of getting a Top Gun, and 1/3 of the enemy team. And I also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 12 out of that one. And my win rate was 5,605, which is super unicum and a bit more. Let's have a look at the team score. Okay, well, I did actually get the highest damage on my team, but not the highest damage overall. That went to the KV1, who got 1,748. I don't know if that was the one I shotgunned and killed. Let's have a quick look. I did hit that guy, but the one I shotgunned and killed was 2021 Panzer. So, yes, it wasn't the same one who got the high score, but 2021 Panzer was still quite a good player. I'm pretty sure I did hit this guy. Well, obviously he's on my list, so I must have hit him. He got the most damage, 1,748 hit points. I got the second highest with 1,700. If I killed the Grille, I not only would have got that 6th and Top Gun kill, but I also would have got the highest damage for sure. The highest number of kills, that went to me with 5. 3 kills went to the Chaffee, the Churchill 1 on our team, who also got a steel wall, and the Chi Nu on our team. Whilst the only player on the enemy team who managed to get 3 kills was the OI Experimental. When it came to base XP, I was actually in second place. The Churchill 3 in our team managed to get 1,112. I got 840, and the Chaffee managed 733. I fired 22 shots in that game, 7 direct hits on the enemy. No penetrations at all, but I did get 16 splash. Damage of 1,700 hit points, of which 1,566 were at more than 300 meters. I damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 156 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. I earned 22,378 credits on a free-to-play account, 41,189 from Holiday Ops, 63,567 credits altogether, and after ammunition resupply, I took away 52,457 credits profit. I got 30 bonds out of that game, and also 840 base XP times 2 for the first victory, 420 for completing a mission, and 2,100 altogether. So a nice little game in the Grille, considering I almost died at one moment, because I really felt that KV1 who was coming towards me was very close, because when you get an outline in the bushes like that, he is very, very close to you indeed. And I felt sure that he would auto-detect me as he got closer, and then he would instantly wipe me out with just 1 round. But thankfully, he didn't spot me at all and got wiped out by an auto-aim as I just blasted him with a 15 centimeter at close range. So it just goes to show, sometimes you can shotgun and kill an enemy tank. Mind you, he didn't have full health when I hit him, because I only managed to get 134 hit points out of him. But considering my RT is capable of 480, even a half or non-pen would actually wipe him out, because that would actually be 240 hit points, and even a low roll would cover the 134 that he had left. It must have hit him smack in the face and wiped him out that way. And that Wolverine, the one I fired at over the other side of the map, yes, I did actually hit him. Funnily enough, I'd splashed him for 98 hit points. That was that blind shot that I landed on the corner, hoping that he was around the corner. And yes, he did take the shell, and so he lost a fair amount of damage. at that moment. So there you go, missed out on a Top Gun because my team were just too eager, but I should have stopped and said, look, let me have the last kill. I need to get that Top Gun. But no, they were just too eager to finish the game, and I couldn't get the shot in time. I was dialing in, but they were just too eager to finish it all off. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.